folks, I know there's a history here. I'd like to get this hearing in today. You know, everybody needs to just focus on the relevant facts, okay? I know there's a history here.
Are you talking up by Sunset Mart? Up the hill by the gas station?
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you? All right. Who's responsible here?
What's that?
Who's responsible here? Whose house is this? Yeah, haven't been drinking or anything, right?
No.
Okay, drive careful, okay?
Thank you.
This is what the other group had that ran away.
Oh, really? You just ditched it? Awesome.
Yeah, those ones kept walking in the car. And the other one.
It's truly for the win.
That I was given to. So there was 2 different discs. Okay? They all knew about it.
We're not here to talk about the alcohol stuff, okay?
Okay, yeah.
But this is the second noise complaint we've had here tonight within 2 hours.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Is this your place?
Yeah.
Perfect. You know why we're here?
And I see noise.
Noise, yeah.
Yeah.
Big speaker right there.
Yeah.
Nothing against having a party. Once neighbors start calling in, then we have an issue.
Idaho State Police called Dr. Daniel Lee Moore to interview him. This is how Daniel Lee Moore showed up to the interview. Again, this was August 27, 2020. 5 months after the murder of Dr. Drake. Those pictures are from Dr. Daniel Lee Moore's cell phone the night before his interrogation on August 27, 2020. At 7 p.m., August 26, 2020, those pictures. Daniel Lee Moore was moving boxes due to the fact that he and his bride just bought their dream home, and while wheeling those boxes, they fell, hit his nose and head. ISP did not bother to ask Daniel Lee Moore about these cuts and bruises or why he had a Band-Aid on his nose. Instead, ISP detectives Gary Tolson and Michael Van Leuven interrogated Daniel Lee Moore while he was under the influence of prescription medication. Yes, Soma, Xanax, and oxycodone. He had a grade 3 concussion. This is part 1 to the Transparency Home Team Productions. Here is how ISP secured a false confession and violated Dr. Daniel Lee Moore's rights. Again, welcome to the Transparency.
Okay.
You met Detective Sergeant Van Loopen. I'm Detective Gary Thomas. Okay, I'm a senior detective for the Idaho State Police.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's 2:49, August 27th, 2020. This is Detective Sergeant Van Loopen. I've got Detective Tolleson with me, and we're here interviewing Dr. Dan Moore regarding the homicide of Dr. Brian Drake. So, Mr. Moore, I talked to you before, and we talked about the gas leak at your building.
Yep.
I found it incredibly curious that you have two chiropractors within such proximity to each other, both suffer such traumatic events in such close time.
Right.
And I wondered if maybe someone had something out for chiropractors in the area. And then I thought, well, maybe you're responsible for the good doctor's death, and you maybe meant to scare him, but didn't mean to shoot him, and you felt so bad about it that you attempted to commit suicide.
No, sir.
Okay. So you brought in a gun today for us to take a look at.
Yes.
Okay. You said that the night that happened, that you were at your friend Nick's house.
Right.
Were you with him up until you said that you were there when the call came in?
Yeah.
But you also said that you left and you'd gone to your office because you were sick.
Yeah, I had diarrhea.
And in listening to our interview before, it's unclear to me whether or not that time period was before or after the call came in when the shooting happened. Because Mick says he thought it was, that he's absolutely certain that you didn't leave until after the call came in.
Right.
Is that your recollection?
Yeah.
So you said you got to his house about when?
I mean, it's been so long, I don't even remember.
Okay, he said a little after 6.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
I go there almost every night. So we just have dinner, usually watch some TV, and
Okay.
that's the end of it.
Who'd you go there with?
Just myself.
Just yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, how'd you get there?
Like vehicle.
What vehicle?
I think my truck.
What kind of truck do you have?
A Toyota.
Okay, what color is your Toyota?
White.
All right, so you went there in your white Toyota
I believe so.
by yourself. Mm-hmm. And then at some point the call came in that there'd been this shooting.
Mm-hmm.
You were sick.
Yep.
Went to your office, used the bathroom.
Yep.
Came back to his house.
I don't know if I came back to his house because he was leaving. Maybe that was what happened.
You said before something about getting some Imodium or some Motrin or something like that.
Oh, he gave me some Imodium before I left. That's right.
Okay.
And then I called my wife on the way home and said I wasn't feeling good. I was going to bed.
When you left his house to go to your office,
Mm-hmm.
did you drive anywhere else?
No,
Just straight to your office?
I don't remember. I think I did. That's all I can remember.
Okay. When you went home, how did you go home?
I pulled out and the police had a roadblock on the left-hand side, so I went around and went home that way.
Ferry?
So, how long have you owned that truck?
I'm not sure. 6 months, something like that.
Well, this happened about 5 months ago, so you say you had about a month before the homicide of Dr. Gray?
I think so, but I couldn't tell you exactly when I bought it.
You drive it?
Sometimes, yeah.
Your wife drive it?
No, just me.
Your son is in Germany?
Mhm.
Was he home on leave or anything at that time?
No,
Okay. Was he so he doesn't drive your truck?
no.
I need to advise you of your Miranda rights too, just because we're in a police station. Before you're asking any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. However, anything which you do say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you're asking any questions and to have them with you during questioning. You have the right to advice in the presence of a lawyer, even if you cannot afford to hire one. And if you're unable to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed for you. If you wish to answer questions or make any statements at this time without a lawyer being present, you have the right to refuse to answer any questions and to have this interview terminated at any time. Do you understand your rights?
Sure.
Okay. Now, you need to go back and ask all those questions over again.
I mean, it's not gonna change.
Okay. So, you didn't try to commit suicide.
No, sir.
You didn't shoot Brian Drake.
No, sir.
You did go over to your friend's house
Yes,
by yourself,
yes,
driving your white truck.
Yeah.
You don't have any idea what happened to Mr. Drake.
I don't.
Okay.
I mean, I've got patients that knew him, but I personally have never met him.
Okay. So, all right.
So here, let me tell you some electronic things. So we're gonna go into this the easy way, and so we want you to understand what we understand.
Okay,
So let me tell you a little bit about electronics. These phones,
yeah, the tracking
they're
device.
tracking devices.
Yeah.
Your truck,
Yeah.
the radio,
Yeah.
it's a tracking device.
Okay.
If it has Bluetooth in it,
Yeah.
it's seeking. Okay.
Right,
So you know what geofencing is? You ever heard of that?
no,
Okay. That means that wherever you're going, that's bouncing off a satellite and is looking for Bluetooth, and that's connecting, and that's telling us where you're at.
okay,
There is a lot of cell phone stuff that we can seek, which we have sought.
right,
Okay. There's also a lot of cameras up here.
Mhm.
And a lot of stuff on those cameras, we go, do we need that information or we don't need that information? So what we have discovered with this stuff is that your truck
Mhm.
is leaving Nick's house on the night of the shooting.
okay,
And it's not stopping at you. It doesn't stop at your office. In fact, it drives down towards Dr. Drake's office. And in fact, circles Dr. Drake's office several times. Then your truck goes back and parks right in front of your office, all on camera.
okay,
Then we have a figure walking from the backside of your office down towards Drake's.
okay,
Then we have gunfire, and we have a witness hear that gunfire,
yeah,
and we have a figure walking, then running back towards your office.
right,
And we have your car being unlocked,
okay,
driven back to Mix.
okay.
Who drove that truck?
I'm the only one that drives it.
What do you think we think of that?
Well, like I said, it's hard for me to know if I went to Mix and he went there or whatever, but I'm telling you that I was at his house.
Well, we got that. Were you driving your truck down to your office?
Dan.
Yeah.
Dan, listen to me. We don't know why you did it.
Did what?
Shot and killed Dr. Drake.
I did not kill
There's
Dr. Drake.
There's two reasons why this might have happened. One is either you're a cold-blooded killer who went out and murdered this guy because you wanted to take it away from his wife and his kids. The other reason is because you had some beef against him. Maybe it was professional, maybe it was something else we're not even aware of, and you were trying to scare him because you didn't want him in town. And you fired a round through his office window, not thinking that you were going to kill him. And then when you found out you did, you were so aggrieved about it, you tried to take your own life.
That's not what happened.
You tell me what happened. All we know is I have enough evidence right now
Yeah.
to take this to a jury and convict you for murder.
Well,
Plain and simple. So why you did what you did is super important because you're either looking at a first-degree premeditated murder charge because we can prove premeditation by the driving past his window, the pausing, circling twice. We can prove premeditation. The question is it premeditated murder or is it a premeditated shooting through a window? Because those are two different things. This is your opportunity to pick which one it is.
Well, I didn't kill him. So
You fired the shell, the round that killed him. Whether you intended to kill him or not is a different question.
I just showed you the gun. Is that gun?
That's not the gun. That's not the gun. It was a revolver that you used. We're currently doing search warrants at both your residences,
Okay.
at your chiropractic office, and your gun shop over in Montana.
Okay.
As well as your vehicle. Your Toyota is being towed down to Coeur d'Alene. Your other vehicles are going to be searched. In talking with the prosecutor and in showing him what we've got, we all feel confident that presented to a jury would convict you for this. So you've got to ask yourself, how do I want this to go? Do I want this to be seen as an intentional premeditated homicide? Or do I want this to be seen as what it was, which was an accident? But only you can answer that question.
I didn't even know Dr. Drake.
I don't know if you did or not. All I know is you shot him. I don't know why. I think I know why, but I don't.
I didn't shoot him, and I didn't do it.
How do we see your truck driving around his office, driving through the alleyway between his office and the coffee shop?
That's the thing in the coffee shop.
Let me show you this. Each one of these lines represent a camera. This is the business that the cameras came from. These are the channels because each business had multiple cameras. This is the time step on the camera. This is the actual time which we can establish by common things being seen. And this is a description of what we see. We see you getting to Moore's house. We see you spend about an hour and 10 minutes at his house. We then see you leave. We see that you go down Hill Street Alley. Get a map out here, sorry. You come out of his house, you come down Hill Street Alley, you turn here, you come down here, you turn in behind the church, you circle around the church, you then drive up here, you pause it before turning on 95, we think because you're looking back into this parking lot. You're coming back slowly up 95. You turn into here, you come back around again, you go back here again, back around again, you're clearly visible in the cameras. You can clearly see you. You come back in here, you turn then between here, you turn between these two buildings, and you stop right here. And that's at 7:17:52. The murder happened exactly at 7:26, and we can prove that through phone records because he was on the phone with his wife when he was shot. That's at 7:17:52. After pausing here, you then get back on Main, you drive back up, you park at your office, you can see that your lights lock your truck. You can then see as you're walking over here, there's two deer. One of the deer looks back at you. The deer move on. You cross here. That's a minute and a half before the shooting. The shooting occurs. The guy across the street and his girlfriend see you. He yells at you, "Hey, was that you?" You turn, look back at him, walk, and then this way across here. He says first he says it's the insurance company, and then he says it's the old pediatrician's office, the A-frame, which is that building right there. Then a minute later, you see your vehicle unlocked, beep, beep, back up, and you drive back here, back to his house. As you're driving this way, the RP has gotten in his car and driven around here, and you can actually see him come up as your vehicle goes past. His headlights hit at the side of your car.
Who's the RP?
The person across the street, the reporting party.
Okay.
My point is that based on all of this, you're sunk. There's no point denying this. The question is why you did what you did.
I didn't do it. I mean, you can go ahead and say that that's what I did, but I didn't. I didn't know Brian Drake. I've never shot anybody.
Do you understand the importance of intent? Because It looks to me, by the nature of the shooting, that you didn't mean to kill him. I'm not even sure you meant to hit him. I think you just meant to scare him by putting a round through his window. But the result of that action of yours was that he died. And because of the circling of the block, waiting for the clients to leave, they actually saw your truck when they were leaving in the alley. And then going back down there on foot, and then shooting him, and then coming back. Even if you didn't need to shoot him, if you don't explain to us your intent, then we infer your intent based on what we see, which is first-degree murder.
Well, I didn't shoot him, and I'm sorry, but that's what it is. So I guess if you're going to do that, then I need to get an attorney.
Okay.
So what was the point of me bringing the gun down then? Just to have me come down here?
Yeah, you had to come down. We were in the middle of interviewing Mick again. Mick's house and his business and that's all being searched also. Do you have a cell phone on you?
No.
No. Is it in your car?
Yeah.
Okay. Sit tight. We'll be right back with you. Okay, I'm going to terminate this interview at 3:05.
Daniel Lee Moore would sit in this room for 45 minutes. 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Look at, still sitting. Sitting. This has only been 3 minutes. 45 minutes will sit there. Look at those guys. You could see the back glass. Look at those guys. They're in there discussing what they're going to do and how they're going to go about violating this man's rights. Remember I told you to pay attention to the back mirror? Because whoever set the camera up is a big old dipshit. They freeze the fuck out of this room. They freeze him. They turn on AC, blasting it. Look at how cold he becomes. This is a chiropractor who has given everything to this community known as Bonner's Ferry. They turn down the heat, or I should say turn up the AC. It's August. And they freeze this man. I want to see Dr. Todd Grande watch all of this and do actually due diligence with his degree and his subscriber count. He has a concussion. He already went and saw a doctor, prescribed medication for it. He is just sitting there. He's tired. He becomes very, very cold. How do I know they did the AC like that? They bring him in a blanket because he starts shivering. Now, let's see the rest of it.
There we go. Pretty good.
Now they bring in the assistant chief of police,
What's going on?
Marty Ryan.
Pretty good. Okay. Sorry about all this.
And your eyes are red.
Oh, I've been tired. Just been working hard, a lot of hours.
Now they are going to watch him from inside the other way.
Yeah.
Now they're going to go at him again.
I'm just trying to get this done.
Yeah.
He asked for an attorney. They send in the assistant police chief.
Good man. You know I know that.
Yeah.
You've helped me out before.
Yeah.
And I've appreciated that. And you never helped me out in a phony way. You
No.
helped me out in a sincere, earnest way, which I so appreciated. You know how long it's been since we've had a homicide on Ferry?
A long time.
You know, this doesn't have to be a homicide. If this is explained, I understand, you can handle this community. I don't know what you catch from your end, and I don't know if you do the old ostrich and try to avoid conversations about what's happening, but I deal with this every day through our office,
Right.
and it's just been tragic, you know. And I also have to deal with, here's a question.
Yeah.
And you are a good man, so I know how you're going to answer it. If you saw a kid in the roadway about to get hit by a truck, would you push the child out of the way?
Absolutely.
You're driving on a mountain road and you come around a corner. No one else is around and no one knows. And Daniel, there's a child. Let's say that child's dad is Dr. Drake, right?
Yep.
And that child is standing in the middle of the road. No one's going to know. If you swerve, you're going to go off and die. You're going to go off and die off that cliff. Or you just bump the child out of the way and you keep on going. What would you do?
I'd swerve. I wouldn't hit the kid.
You'd kill yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. You would end your own life to help that child.
Absolutely.
You know how many kids Dr. Drake has?
No.
5 kids. Those 5 kids think their dad was murdered and they don't know why. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
The hard part about this is, and I've worked with these amazing men and women and watched them tediously take their time
Yeah.
Meticulously built up what they did.
Yep.
And then they bring me all this evidence. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I know this man.
Yeah.
You know? I know what he did would have been on purpose. But Daniel, those kids are going to live the rest of their life thinking somebody murdered their dad. Was he cheating on with a man's wife? Was he involved in some large scam? But Daniel, those kids are going to live the rest of their life thinking somebody murdered their dad. Was he cheating on with a man's wife? Was he involved in some large scam? Was he dealing with his neighbor? Was wrapped up in criminal activity? At least the family has been. So that name's kind of taken a beating, I think, a little bit. That poor family, what they've been through. Was he wrapped up with him? There's so many things there that those kids will never know. Or is it just a little bit of feud and somebody had a heated moment and they made a mistake? You have to decide, Daniel, you drive off the cliff and help heal this town and do the right thing and be the good man that you are. And look me in the eye and tell me that you can't step up and do the right thing. I don't care what you've talked about. I don't care what you rehearsed before you walk in here today, Daniel.
Yeah.
I need you to do the right thing. This town needs it. I just don't want to throw you in jail as a murderer. I just want to explain it, and I want this to be done with for everybody. The truth is, you're going to be on the street again. If this goes right, you're going to be on the street again, and you'll rebuild your life, and you'll go on. You'll go sit there for Christmas dinners and all these things again. But you have to want to do that. Please, Daniel. Please, I'm begging you. Forget what you talked about before you came in here. Forget any plans you had, all the preparation you've had for this beautiful moment. You sit here and try to hold yourself so composed. It's not worth it, Daniel. This is forever. Forever. You're going to leave this world suffering from this if you don't make it right. Understand?
I do.
Okay. Make this right, please. It stops. Already know. What are you talking? Think what you're going to say.
I didn't even know Dr. Drake.
Can you explain to me that? Please help me. What the hell? You're circling that man's block. What the hell are you doing walking towards his friggin' office? There's a shooting and you come back again. Daniel, this is too much. Do you understand? And that detective is right. That's premeditated murder. You're not that guy. You're not.
No.
Okay. Daniel, what the hell happened? Explain. Give me paint the scenario. You leave your case, you drive around the block, right? What were you thinking while you're driving around? Tell me.
I know I tried to go to the coffee shop.
Okay. You went down the alleyway to the coffee shop. They're closed.
Yep. They got closed.
Did you stop at the window there?
I stopped and looked in, yeah.
And then what?
It's been 6 months. I don't remember.
You and I both know you know everything you did that night.
No, I
That man
don't.
died that night. And you know that. Okay? You didn't know it till the next morning. I know that. But you know it. Okay. So you drove down the coffee shop.
Yep.
And then you drove your truck. Was anybody else in the truck with you?
No.
Okay. You drove back to your office.
Mhm.
Okay. So you get out of your truck. You always lock your truck when you get out. Boop, boop.
Yep.
And you headed back towards the coffee shop. Why? What was your intent? Explain to me, please. You could do this, Daniel. I believe in you. Heal. It's better. Step up and be the man. You do this. Please. Otherwise, this town's going to be torn apart.
Why is the town going to be torn apart?
Because there's going to be people who don't understand why you murdered somebody. Okay? And there's going to be other people who think, well, he didn't do it. There's no way. And unless the end of this F4 saying, no. I made a mistake. This is not what's going on across the nation right now. We have this thing so messed up here so quickly. I just want Daniel, Well, tell the community, I made a mistake, this is what I did. Understand? So you left the truck and you walked towards the coffee shop. What was your intention of that? What were you thinking at that time? Honestly, what were you thinking?
I didn't go to the coffee shop after that.
You walked in that direction,
I did walk in that direction.
okay? And then there was a gunshot, and then you walked, jogged back to your truck again. Okay. Daniel?
I'll tell you what I did was I took a shit in the alley. And I really don't want to have to say that in public.
Okay. Okay, here's the deal. I can't do this anymore.
Okay.
Okay, Daniel, come on, buddy. I'm just gonna go tell them, you're gonna sit in front of a jury and tell them, yep, all the evidence these guys have is right. And yep, I walked there, and while a man was being murdered within 100 feet of me, I was taking a shit in an alleyway, and then I came back.
Mm-hmm.
Really? And then you've never said this before, though. So now you're saying this, Daniel, don't do this. Don't do this. And then so now those kids are going to continue to go up not knowing why their dad was murdered. Or was it a damn mistake? Just say the right words.
I didn't murder him.
Okay, no, you didn't. You made a mistake, Daniel. You made a mistake.
If you want to do a DNA sample where I took the crap, then you could find it.
Daniel, are you serious?
I am serious.
So you have an office, and you're at your best friend's house,
Mhm.
but you choose to go in the alleyway right next to where this man is shot. So tell me, what'd you do when the gunshot went off?
I ran back.
Right. But you never told us that yet. You know, that's kind of important. That might help us in our case, right? You see all the cops flying up there, red lights and sirens going? Because you know there wasn't a roadblock. You told these guys there's a roadblock. That's why you drove the weird way all the way around. There was no roadblock. There were just cops flying up there.
Well, I saw cops all over that. I
Yeah.
turned right.
Yeah.
And then I went right around the block and I went home.
You know, it hurts as I see it in you. I see it wanting to come out, and you're not doing it. And so you now give us, I took a shit in the alley right next to where the guy was shot.
Well, I wasn't that close. I was at the end of my alley.
Yeah. That's not where you walked to. That's not where you parked. You walked out. I saw you walk out.
Saw me walk out where?
From your truck.
Yeah.
Yes. Daniel, please, buddy. Okay. Can we go forward with this? This is Daniel's last one. Before we go into booking, this is what we're going to go with. You tell me, brother. Yeah, and say something else.
Yeah.
No,
I don't have the gun.
no, you don't. Where is it? Daniel, Dan, come on. You think you've known me for how many decades now? I remember helping you out back in the 90s with your practice when one of your girls was getting stalked or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay, I've known you for a long time, Daniel.
I'm not the type of person to shoot somebody.
Thank you. I agree. Nice. That's a good step forward. Very good. No, you're not. And are we perfect all the time, Daniel?
No,
Do you ever make mistakes? Do
absolutely.
you make bad judgment calls sometimes? Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to leave here. I'm going to let those guys know. He's never told you this before. But, yes, he drove around, went down the alleyway, drove around, parked, and went and took a shit in the alleyway. Not his office, but the alleyway. Gunshot happens, and he goes back. And he didn't tell Nick about the gunshot? You didn't call the cops because there's a gunshot?
I heard a shot, but I mean, I hear shit all the time. I mean, it's not like it wasn't like I saw a gunshot. I heard it because it's not that far away.
Yeah.
But it's the fenced in area that had the garbage cans in it at the end of the alley. And if you want to do a DNA thing there,
Right.
you'll find it.
Sure. Very smart.
Well, what?
Okay. Do you think that I'm, Daniel, do you think that I'm being misleading when I say to you that this is going to hurt this community,
Not at
see
all.
you booked for first degree murder, do you think that's not going to rip this community apart? You have to see that, okay? So when what these detectives are saying, the time you took planning this and then walking there on foot,
I didn't plan anything.
shows, hey buddy, when you're walking, when you're making those circles and you slowly drive down that alleyway, you stop and pause and you're doing all the things you're doing, Daniel, you're too smart for a man. You are too smart for a man, okay? But if I was dealing with some crackhead, I'd be like, maybe, yeah.
It wasn't messing with my life.
You are extremely smart man. And so you've planned this moment for a long time. You know at some point you're going to be called in here. I respect the way you've handled yourself. But you only made things worse by these last little statements that you're making because none of this makes any sense. And so I'm telling you, and I'm also asking as a friend and as a neighbor, okay? There's two groups that I worry about that I'm responsible for. Okay. One is this town. And I know you love this town. I love this town. But I gotta tell you, what's going on in the world right now, I love this town more than I ever have. Every day I drive down that hill, I thank God to be in this little town.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know what this is gonna do. Okay? Because you're not able to say, I made a mistake. I messed up. No, instead, you're being booked for first degree murder. And then the second one is little kids. Okay, I have a family of 5. A woman who's lost her best friend.
It's a family of
This
6
was an accident. It was an accident.
until he was murdered.
I can make this phone call when I leave here and let her know it's over. And no, there was no vicious thing. Your husband wasn't wrapped up in something bad. This wasn't criminal. This wasn't anything. This was a mistake. And here's what happened. And he wants to be held accountable for it. He wants to say he's sorry. You hear me? Okay. Over there. Daniel?
I need to talk to an attorney then.
Boom! Again!
We're done. I know a minute ago you said I think, but now you're telling me you want to talk to an attorney, you want to talk to me anymore.
Well, it just, no.
No, I want you to say that because it's important, Daniel. You can't, I think this, I think that. Brother, I don't want to do anything to violate anything here. You know why I'm here, okay? I'm trying to do the best picture, fix this thing I can.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've painted the best picture I can for you, and I've asked for your help on this, but you have to be clear. I can only talk to you if you want to talk to me. You understand, Daniel?
Yeah.
Okay, but if I walk out, that's it. You're not seeing me anymore, all right? So I'm gonna leave. You understand?
I'm just saying that there's a reason I went to mix to get the Imodium, and it's because I had diarrhea.
Okay.
And so I don't know why that's such a hard thing for people to understand. It's not a made-up story. I had diarrhea.
Okay. Hey, Dan, you and I both know why. Because of what you're thinking of, what you're doing, and how it makes you sick to your stomach. Because you have a good heart. Okay? You did something stupid. But again, I can't heal. I can't make these phone calls. I can't talk to paper with anything unless you say you want to talk to me. All right? You want to talk to me or not? Yes or no?
I think I need to talk to an attorney.
Boom!
Thank you. All right, brother. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Get the fuck out!
I really do appreciate you. And
It's done.
Yeah.
It's over. Okay.
so what do I do?
Well, they're going to take me from. I'm throwing myself out. Okay. I got healing to do. I have work I got to go do now. Okay.
Thank you.
At this point,
Yes, sir.
you said one more.
What did
I
you
want
want
the
me to
truth.
do?
I want the truth.
You want me to admit that?
I want you to admit the truth. But, geez, man, you're killing me, man. Okay, buddy.
Without an attorney, you want me to talk and say something?
Well, again, no, I don't want you to do anything you don't want to do. All I want to do is about say, I want to both tell my community the truth. That's what I want to do. Okay, this ain't, I feel dirty. I feel like, this is good. I'm not trying to pull something from you, anything but the truth. I know you're a good man, and I ask these guys, please let me talk to them. Okay, because you're a good man, and I know that if you can fix this, you want to fix it. There's only one answer. That's the truth. There's only one right thing in this world. That's the truth.
That's right.
That's all that matters. Okay.
That's right.
Okay. Our community deserves it. That family deserves it, and your lineage, your memory of yourself, what you pass on matters. Okay? And so what happens when I walk out this door is then you're going to be going to jail, all right, brother? And that's just the way it's going to go.
Even if I say what you want me to say,
Now, I want you to say the truth.
and even if
Explain it.
Even if I say the truth,
Yeah.
I'm still going to jail.
We're going to jail a whole lot more explanation. Okay? You know that. A whole lot more explanation. So that's where I'm at. Okay, brother? And I get an attorney here, and you can explain to him if you want, however you want to do it. But you have to want to tell us, because I want to know. You got to look for something. You have to be held accountable, right? If you make a mistake, you have to be held accountable. Do you ever spank your kids?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's how we teach accountability. Well, we're big boys now, right? So you have to be held accountable. The community owes that. But this is you stepping forward saying, I effed up. Here's what I did wrong. You hear what I'm saying? Okay, all right. So we're it's really fresh waters here between talking you and me. But brother, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. I tried my best to help you see the light. Okay?
No, I see what you're saying.
Okay. Do you want to say it? If you want to say it, just say it. Get off your chest and be done with it. Whatever happens, happens. But just get off your chest. That's what you want to do. I promise you this. If you do, I promise you, I'll go talking about what book you were looking at. I promise you that. And it won't be first degree murder. I guarantee you.
I see what you mean. Can I use the bathroom?
Yeah, only listen.
Right there, he asks to go to the bathroom. He said, "Can I use the bathroom?" So now they make him sit longer now, okay? And then he asks to go to the bathroom. And when they allow him to go to the bathroom, Marty Ryan, who you just saw in that room, that is in uniform, he is Bonner Ferry's assistant chief of police, and he was the one that continued on asking Dr. Moore. You can see the bandage right over his nose there. He's the one that continues to ask him questions. Dr. Moore just asks Marty Ryan if he can go to the bathroom. He will then wait another God knows how many minutes, 20, 30 minutes, okay? Now, not only does Dr. Moore go to the bathroom, but Marty Ryan follows him into the bathroom, of course, no cameras, and then literally threatens this man by saying, "We're coming for your son. You think he's going to be able to serve our country, blah, blah, blah. We're up in your house right now. That gun that's in your son's room and all this crap." He goes for his son in the bathroom. That's what's about to happen here. There's Gary Tolson goes in the back room again. He's trying to watch, and they're all over here trying to communicate. Oh my God, what do we do now? What do we do now? Well, first of all, maybe you should have put your camera at a better angle. They're all watching each other violate this man's rights. And then what they do is they allow him to go to the bathroom, and then Marty motherfucking Ryan goes and follows him and then threatens the shit out of him.
Okay, we're right here. Okay, what?
There you go. They let him go to the bathroom.
Yeah. I didn't want to ask.
And then Marty Ryan goes, follows him in there.
A blanket, isn't it?
Now he'll return.
Yeah,
It's a little bit cool in here, huh?
it is freezing.
Right.
Thank you.
A blanket, isn't it?
A blanket, and if I could have one more water.
You bet.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Oh my gosh, can I have another water? I mean, it's freezing in here, right? Yeah, it's freezing. So now they're gonna bring him a blanket. Told you, they blew all the air conditioning right up in that. Now he's sitting there freezing. Oh, it's freezing in here, isn't it? Well, yeah, because y'all turned the AC up, of course. They're gonna bring him a blanket. This is Idaho State Police. Gary Tolson, who is on the Idaho 4 case.
Thank you, sir.
There you go. Marty Ryan coming back at it for some more.
Daniel,
After he just threatened him.
I don't feel comfortable talking to you anymore. You know, there's certain laws we have to live by. You know, and you've not made it clear. when you say things like, well, I think I need an attorney, or maybe I should, if you're gonna do that, maybe I should talk to an attorney. And so it puts me in really, when I say I feel dirty, it's like, I don't wanna do something against you. You matter to me, okay? You understand? I work as hard as I do for you than I do anybody else, okay? It doesn't matter what, if somebody's messed up or not, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, if I had a rape suspect, the very next night, his house is getting burglarized, I'm gonna die in his front lawn, quick as I die on anybody else's, all right? I'm here for you, okay? So I don't wanna do something that's gonna hurt our relationship, and I sure as hell don't wanna do something that's gonna violate your rights. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I will continue to talk to you, but you never ever, because you won't clearly say what you wanna do. If you wanna talk with me alone, just the two of us,
Okay.
then you have to say that, okay? But you have to say, Marty, I wanna talk to you. You have to tell me that, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Tell me, what do you want? I want it to come from you.
I'd like to talk to you. I trust you.
Okay.
But I think that if they're gonna put me up on this, then I need to be able to talk to somebody before.
Sure. Okay, very good. Since they say the words. Do you wanna talk to me or not? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'd like to talk to you.
Okay. With that, but you keep saying you want an attorney.
Well,
So it said it can't be wishy-washy, you understand? This is your moment. This is your moment, you gotta decide, yes or no. All right, brother? Yes or no, this is your moment. Decide. And I'm good, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad, I'm hurt, because I got a community to take care of here, and I'm trying to make this right, okay? I'm trying to make it right. But I'm not mad at you, okay? So I hope you don't think that I'm mad.
No.
Okay, good, I want you to sense that from my personality, all right, brother? I can't play games with this thing anymore. As far as like, well, maybe, yeah, I want to talk to you, but I should talk to somebody. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to walk out, okay? And then I came back in because I want to clarify with you what you want to do. You want to do. Say the words one way or the other. Either I sit down or I walk out. You tell me what to do.
Well, I'd like to talk to you, but don't you feel under the circumstances that I should have an attorney present to be able to tell me
Okay.
where this is taking me?
You're asking my opinion?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm honestly, I'm giving you my opinion.
This is sick.
I understand. I'm not the one facing this.
Yeah.
I didn't walk down that alleyway that night. I didn't make the big mistake. Okay. All right. So you have to say yes or no. Stay or go, Marty. I want an attorney. One or the other. Yes or no.
I want to be able to talk to somebody who gives me my legal rights.
Okay. There it is.
So that's.
Yeah. I
Doesn't
understand.
mean I don't want to talk to you.
I know, buddy. I understand. Okay.
And that's the only thing that I'm saying, because it's like, just because I circle a block doesn't mean I'm casing some guy trying to kill him.
Okay. We're done. All right. Okay.
Why do you guys feel that way?
Daniel. Wow. Okay, buddy. Just okay. You're and then we're done. Yeah, we're done. Okay, buddy.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So what for over triggers? So then what about my car and all the stuff? What happens?
Okay. We're gonna tow your vehicle, and we have search warrants, and we already explained that to you. We have search warrants for your house, and the vehicle, and your office. Those search warrants are being served now.
But my wife's not home. The animals are inside.
We're not gonna harm your animals, and we're not gonna release them.
Okay.
We're trying to do this as quietly as possible.
Okay. What about, you want to know where the key is so you don't have to break in the door? Or you just,
They've already gotten up there and gotten in, so I don't know about that.
okay.
I don't think they broke the door, but I don't know.
That's Gary Tolson.
All right. Can I talk to Ryan one more time?
back if they ask me to come in here.
What should I do if I don't have an attorney and I tell you something and I'm
Right.
I mean, that just seems
Right.
already like I still would like to talk to you, but it's like
I get it. Right. Listen, I don't know what you want me to say. You know, it'd be different if I'm interviewing a bank robber or something like that. That's all that. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this guy. I'm gonna get this. There's no winning here, right?
no.
So not saying just because your situation you're in. There's no winning for me. There's no winning for this town. Everybody loses here. This is a bad thing. Man, I gotta tell you the thoughts of what ifs when this whole thing first kicked off.
Yeah.
You know, why do you tell you, brother? My mind ran through hit jobs and all this kind of crazy. Like, what's this guy wrapped up in? All this stuff. Oh, brother. So that's not what I want. I want to go back in time. As you do too.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I can't. This is where we are now. I'm sitting here with my favorite Dr. Moore across the table from me, one of the nicest men I've ever known. And I know what you did. And so it hurts in every way. You understand? It hurts in every way. But Dan, what do I want? I want to heal. And I can't heal. See, for me, it's a simple thing of honesty. And so that's also a question of your rights. So you say you want to talk to me, ask Marty to come back in here. That's your request. I'm here, man. If you want to tell me something, tell me. But you lay this guilt trip on me, what I do. But Dan,
No.
you do, or you make me feel guilty. Because I can't create something or anything there. I'm asking for the truth. And I already I know the truth. What hurts me is that I can't go forward and talk to the press. I can't go forward and talk to this family. I can't make this phone call to this wife and tell the truth. I have to say something different now. And I want the truth. Because what's going to happen is going to happen no matter what. You understand that? It's just at what level, and does it have an explanation? That's all I want. I want the explanation because we can't go back to March. We can't go back there. We can't go back to that night and stop before it happened. We can't. It's done. It's over, brother. All right? All we can do is heal. You ask me what I think. I think if you love this community as much as you say you do, I've seen you at children's concerts and plays. And was our kids in a play together one time? Yes. Man. I mean, the history of this town and all of us raising our families here, and we will continue to raise our families here. And our children's children will raise their family here, but this is one of the last great places on the planet. It's how we go forward, Daniel.
And they're just gonna
We heal. Because it's going to be there. The paper's going to be out tomorrow morning no matter what. Okay? This can't be stopped. This train is left. It's do we do this in a healing manner or not? That's all I want. And then see, honesty helps with healing. Okay? And then so if Dan feels like I need to be honest, I'm going to talk to Marty Ryan and then say that. But don't you lay a trip on me there and make me feel like I'm caught in this somehow. Because what do I do? Damn it, Dan. There's no winning here. There's nothing. There's nothing to be. There's only bad or a whole lot worse. Okay?
I just don't understand why.
If you do this kind of it's not going to come back. You know where I'm coming from. You know I know. We're done. Everyone knows. This is done. Okay?
Well, why are they so positive I did it then?
Well, then if that's the case, let's let a jury decide.
But I'm just.
He says let's let an attorney decide. You mean a judge? You mean a fucking jury?
We're good at our job. It's what we do.
Oh.
Okay, Daniel. It's just a question of why. I can't tell how painful it is to have something like this, especially when you know both parties. You see all the suffering on both sides. And then you have
where, when, how, who. We have it all. I don't know why, man. And the only thing that's going to heal, none of that heals anything. The only thing that heals is why.
I didn't even know him.
I know it, buddy. Then tell me why. Give me it. Let me know. That's it. That's all I can tell you. You want to know what I want? That's what I want. And if you want to cry, cry. I'm going to cry with you. This kills me. I just want to freaking why. That's the only thing that heals. Tell you something. I'm a little kid. Dad used to make me do push-ups on the floor in front of the TV while you watch the evening news. I get older and he'd call the house, and I'd be at the house all by myself, little kid. And he'd say, "What are you doing?" And whatever. Would you do push-ups? I'll do them now. Yes, sir. And I lose my dad. And I always think about him telling me to do push-ups. You know what's good about push-ups? They're the right thing to do. You never, ever regret doing push-ups. It only makes you better tomorrow. I'm really happy I did all my push-ups. It probably saved my life several times. Yeah. Right? Doing right never has regrets. Never has regrets. Right? Think of all the things we do in our life that isn't the right thing. Doing right never has a regret. Okay? So Dan, do your push-ups if that's what you're asking me. Do the right thing. Okay? That's what I'm telling you. You ask me a question, I'm going to give you the best answer I can. Dan, do your push-ups. Why?
And they're just absolutely positive I did this.
I am too, Dan. And tell you what, even more sitting across from you. I've done so many of these I can't tell you. I know that it's just at that surface. It's just everything in you, in a person wants to say. And it's like, man, if they do a really bad thing, I'm like, you're on your own, but I don't care if they confess or not. I know you didn't do a bad thing. You did a bad thing, not for a bad reason. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You understand what I'm coming from? Yeah. Okay. Talking about how you walk down the alleyway. Talking about how. Just explain it. Just get it out. Be done with it, please. Give me the why.
I really did have to take a crap.
Okay. And then what happened? Give me the why.
I really did have to take a crap.
Okay. And then what happened?
And then I heard the gunshot.
Oh, okay.
What's
I'm
that?
not gonna do this anymore. You keep asking to talk to me and asking me to come back in here. I'm going to talk to you, Dan, if you and I have a relationship of honesty. I've been honest with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to talk to you. Ask me to come back in here. Why'd you ask me to come back in here? To ask for my opinions, to hear a push-up story? What'd you call me back in here for? Daniel? Dr. Moore?
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you call me in here for?
I guess just because I wanted to talk to you.
Okay, brother. I'm sorry.
What
You know what I need, because I know what I'm hurting for is honesty, so I could make some phone calls and I could get things arranged, and I have something to share with the community in a kind, gentle way. This is what happened. And this is why. And now we're healing, and people are being held accountable. Okay? Or it's just an ugly headline. I gotta make a choice. Okay?
Why does it have to be an ugly headline before?
Well, no, Daniel, if the only reason we have right now, the only thing we have is that you were waiting and waiting for the coffee shop to close, and waiting for it to be gone, waiting for the last chiropractor customer to leave that night. That's all the things we have right now, Daniel. And so when a person waits that long, parks and walks back, Daniel, we have premeditated. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so again, it's silly. It's the thing we don't know what happened. Just that we don't have a reason why. Understand? And so without the reason why, we are left with nothing else but to explain to the court the why. That's obvious. And that's premeditation. Okay? Okay. You called me in here, and you know what I was asking for when I left. And what I was telling you, we just have to stop. We have to stop talking. Okay? And you asked me to come back in here. So if I'm here, Daniel, then give me what I need to go heal, which is the absolute truth. No more shit story. Okay? And you're nodding your head. You're saying yes to me. Say, just explain what's going through your mind, the mistake you made. I don't think you're a drinker, are you?
No, I don't.
No. And so I have so much trouble getting my head around that moment and how this got away from you. How it spun out of control. I don't understand how it got away from you, man. And I can't talk to you anymore. Okay, then because if you can't do this, then I got what I know. I know. And so if you can't do this, then we're wasting our time. Okay? You called me here for nothing.
I have an attorney. Just hear me out. Right? I'm gonna plead to anything if I'm sitting there spilling my guts to you. I don't have an attorney that gives me my rights.
That's again, see, that's you understand, Daniel. You keep saying this. I can't answer that question. How do you do that? I don't know. Okay, I know what we have right now, and the only person who would change what we have right now is you. All right, and so you have to decide how if you want to change what we have, then change it. But if you mention an attorney and you keep on doing it, if you mention it, I'm just because and it's your right. You have a right to an attorney. But when I leave and you call me back and say I want to talk to you again, well then we restart everything again. I come back up here. What do you want, Dan? Because you know I just want to heal my town. I want to call a wife and tell her this was just a bad mistake. I want to do something. Okay. And so I'm hurting here too, buddy.
I love the town.
Good. Prove it. I know I drive off that cliff. Prove it if that's what you want to do. Man, I'm so mad. You guys are screaming at me. You guys are freaking screaming at me. God dang, buddy.
If I plead to that, I have nothing left to negotiate with.
The truth. Right? How's the truth not the right thing?
You have watched too many movies.
We have a certain degree, you know, first degree, second degree manslaughter, all the way down, you know, and so we have to decide where we're at with Daniel. I'm not here to punish you. I'm not here to punish this town. That's not what we're here to do. Okay? Do you agree that you need to be held accountable for making a mistake? Do you agree,
Yeah.
yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. You tell me. To what degree should you be held accountable to? You tell me. What mistake did you make? Or was it complete malice, anger, and I'm going to end this man forever?
No, I didn't even know him.
Okay. Then you tell me. Okay, I just got to know. That's it. I just got to know. Because that's how we're not going to, tell you what, you're not going to be booked for first degree murder if you didn't commit first degree murder. Right now, I'm just going off what we have. Okay, partner? much for the, unless if you could tell me the truth, but all I want is the truth. I don't want anything else. I don't want anything else. I don't want to waste my time with anything else.
I did not go there to murder him.
Okay, I believe you 100%. I believe you 100%. Okay, I do. I don't doubt you. And I'll talk to these guys. I'll drive you down to the jail myself. I'll walk you in there, okay, buddy? Okay. Can we clean this up and then can I go make some phone calls? What do I tell people? You tell me what you want me to tell people. Tell me the truth, Daniel.
It wasn't intentional.
I know.
I couldn't see inside his blind spot.
He was on the phone at the time. Did you hear his voice?
No.
You didn't hear a voice talking? Okay. Just the figure, that was it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question? Are you hurting financially?
No.
Were you at the time though? This is falling way back. You know, we found like over 30 customers that left your business and went over there. And that was alarming.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
That is not true at all, Marty Ryan, you liar.
Sit there and you talk about who's leaving and why they're going there.
Okay, sure. Did you feel like you had a decline in business?
Mhm.
You know what were you thinking that night? You looked through the window, you saw the blinds down, but you see the outline of him. What would just give me a mindset? That's what I need. What were you thinking?
Scared.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Mhm.
If I read this thing right, you found an open door and actually walked in first, didn't you? And then
No.
came back out and you didn't?
No.
Oh
You
shit!
went right down the alleyway?
Look at
Yeah, there's no opening.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay. So
you're
down the
sick.
alleyway, how long did you stand at the window?
I honestly can't remember anything.
Like a blur?
Mhm.
Okay.
He
Do you know how many rounds you fired?
What's that?
Do you know how many rounds you fired?
No.
What would be your guess?
One.
When it went through the window, what were you thinking? Like, what would you expect to have happen? You know, I can't, but I've had the misfortune of having to take human life before on the job. And I gotta tell you, sometimes you're shocked because the human body will react sometimes in ways you never expect. And I've seen people be shot plenty of times in my life. And so I'm wondering, what were you thinking? What would you see, and what was your feedback in your mind when you saw it?
Blank.
Blank.
Just being blank.
We're here. I'm proud of you. Okay, Daniel. What did you expect to happen? This is what I need to know to go forward with. We're talking intent. You understand? What were you thinking was going to happen and what the result would be afterwards?
Scared.
Okay. To gain what? Okay, so he's scared. You scare him, and so what happens when you scare him? I walk out in the porch, I yell at a stray cat around my house, and I know it's gonna happen when I scream and throw a rock at it. It's gonna take off running. I got my result, right? If he doesn't run, I'm gonna be a bit shocked and surprised.
Right.
Okay, so you fire this round off to scare him. What did you think was gonna happen afterwards? What might be the outcome? In the following days, weeks, was it that he may move on?
Yeah.
Okay. When you pointed down through the window, you see the outline of the man, and
I don't see any outline. I didn't
Well, you
see
can, I know you can, because I stood at that window shortly after you did, just so you know. I stood in your footsteps.
I bet you
So
did.
could see.
I bet you did.
It's just you couldn't see great, but you can totally see the outline. I was actually able to see through the blinds to see him laying on the ground.
Oh, were you?
And so I had that much of a view from standing where you stood.
Oh,
And
okay.
so I know you could see the outline of the man, right?
I
know
did
you
not
could.
see an outline of anybody. Just a light.
He was sitting right in front of the window, Dan. He was sitting right there.
Well, I didn't hear anything or see anything.
And a minute ago, Dan, you realized a minute ago, you told me you did see him. Pretty good at this stuff, Dan. So when they go back and they review this papers, you already told me so, buddy. You already said it. Let's not be silly. Now we're going to go backwards again. Dan, I just want to have a clean, honest explanation. Okay, which you're telling me, kind of, but you're still trying to do something to protect the man. That's it. And you don't want to share it the way you want to share it, okay, buddy? But it's not painting a clear picture. And when you say something and then you change it,
I'm just saying blinds were pulled.
they were pulled. I could see right through them. They were not like they were cheap ass blinds, so you can see the outline completely. Yeah. Right. That's okay. I'm gonna go down now. Okay. So, explain to me. I know you can see the shape of the man. I know you could. Like I said, I stood at your footsteps. You can see the shape of the man there. Was there a part of the body maybe where you thought you could fire at where it would cause damage?
No, I didn't want to hit anything.
Okay. When did you find out that he was dead?
2 or 3 in the morning,
How'd you find out?
Nick.
Okay. So, I'm not very happy with Nick. Not happy with him at all. We put him on a polygraph today. Do you know that?
What?
We put Nick on a polygraph today. So, how do you think he did?
No.
Yeah. Because I know that it's the, and I'm not happy with Nick because in so many ways he's associated with us in law enforcement. And he shouldn't have been
He
allowed.
doesn't know anything.
He's so dumb that he was not able to catch on the fact that my friend leaves my house. His competition 1 block away dies, and my friend goes back to my house, and he never thinks for a second that there might be a problem.
I told him I was sick. And he gave me Imodium.
Okay.
And that's what happened.
Dan, where's the gun at? Everybody's house is apart. I'll stop this right now and get a gun. I have to find it. And I don't care where we gotta go and how far I gotta dig. We're gonna find it. Attics, crawl spaces. It's gonna all be torn up. You know that. It has to.
It's not in a house.
Okay, then just tell me where it's at, please. And I'll save everybody a lot of time, especially your family.
It's probably in the river.
Okay, can you tell me where? Because I got a guy who can go get it. I know he can. He's really good, and he's itching to go.
Okay.
Okay, where's that in the river? Where'd you park? Please, don't risk my driver's life for nothing.
No.
Yeah, are you telling me the truth? Look me in the eye and tell me the truth. You're telling me the truth, damn it, don't. I'm not sure, I'm not feeling confident in this. Okay, you know, they risk their life to do this. Okay?
Yeah.
So please, I want to send Caleb Watt. You know how valuable Caleb Watt is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send that fine man, dad, husband, great community member, into that river to go get that gun. He will exhaustively kill himself to get that gun. Okay? Is it in the river? Yes or no? It's a no. Where's it at?
No, it's not in a house. It's in the river.
It's in the river.
Yeah.
100% sure.
100% sure.
Tell me where. Give me the exact location you tossed it. Come on, Dan. You do this. You're better than this. Just paint in your head. I parked here. I walked down the trail here. Talk it through. But talk to me as you're going through it so I can picture it in my mind. Otherwise, it's not going to do me any good. I'm kind of dumb when it comes to being a country boy, so help me out. Or where you throw where'd you park?
Probably by somewhere between the boat ramp.
Yeah.
And towards the bridge.
Let's long stretch. Where did you stop and throw it?
I mean, it was upriver from the boat ramp.
Upriver from how close? Would you park at the boat ramp? Okay, so you parked, you were talking out there with the county, right there, pipeline going across, right? Okay, so you parked at the boat ramp. What time of night was it?
So it was, I don't remember next morning.
The next morning? Okay, so you drive down there. What truck you drive down there? White truck? Okay, so you get your Ford, you drive down there, park. Was anything else around? Or it should be cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really cold, huh? Yeah. Okay, so you parked in the parking lot, by the bathrooms, down by the ramp. Where'd you park?
By the ramp.
Okay, so you pull it down by the ramp, get out, and then you go up the bank walking, or you just stand there and just throw it?
That's right.
Sure, you keep looking away when you say that stuff. Makes me think you're not telling me the truth, Dan.
It's through.
But back towards the bridge, back towards like where the pipeline is.
Mm-hmm.
That direction?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, straight out from the ramp.
Straight out from the ramp.
Yeah.
How far do you think it went? How good's your arm?
Not that good.
Okay. All right. So 20 yards down?
Yeah.
Yes or no, or sure?
Roughly.
Okay. About straight out from the ramp.
Mm-hmm.
The load at the time?
Yeah.
Okay. Hand it down to me. What am I looking for?
I don't know guns.
I know, I'm not the best either. Believe it or not, I'm the one cop with a gun done.
Maybe 357.
Okay. And how many rounds were in it?
6.
Okay. Only fired one round? Okay, the round's still in it?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't dump it out? Didn't put a clean round in?
Not very smart.
Okay. And where'd you get the gun from? Did it come from your store? Boot, bait, and boot, where we go to place?
Mm-hmm.
Bait and boots?
Bought it privately a long time ago.
From who?
In LA.
Come on.
No. I just don't have guns. I mean,
Right,
it's just
I know
something-
this, but what's this gun buying in LA privately stuff? Know how, I was a cop down there, brother. You know how that kind of stuff works. That's not a small thing.
No,
Buying guns under the table.
no, it's not under the table. It's people can't pay for office visits and they pay you with a gun. I've got rifles, shotguns.
Okay. Where are your guns kept then? Gun safe?
Yeah, but those are my son's. There's nothing in there but
Okay.
rifles.
So, I didn't know you had a gun safe at your house. Up on Tannenbaum?
Mhm.
Okay. They're gonna be cutting that open.
Or
I know it. Shit. They're there right now. What's the what do you call it?
combination. I don't know. I've never opened it. It's my son's.
Well, buddy, come on. We're doing a murder case here with a gunshot. They gotta find the gun. They don't want to hurt nobody's property. I don't think hurt people's property. It has to be done. You know that.
There's
Okay.
no gun in there.
Okay.
They're gonna find.
I understand. But you have to know we just can't do that. When we're there, we have to do everything. You know that. Okay. So is there a way to get hold of your son before they tear that safe apart?
No.
Okay. So we're about to cut the table.
In his bedroom,
Okay.
there's a lamp on the left,
Okay.
and there's a key ring
Okay. Hanging underneath it or something? Or from the lamp?
hanging inside the lamp.
Hanging inside the lamp, there's a key. Okay.
But that's his thing.
Okay, see all these accommodations to do with the key? That's
I
got
don't
a
know.
super high level safe then?
Well, I've never opened it.
Yeah, jeez, okay. How old's your boy?
22.
Military?
Air Force.
Good job, Dad. All right. Daniel, we have everything, okay? Except for, I still don't have a reason why. Well, what were you doing? Why'd you do it? There had to be something, some driving force. Give me something to understand. I'm gonna get in your head a little bit, brother, and I want to understand what Dan's thinking and what he's feeling. Please. Not now, then. What's going on in your life?
Yes. I didn't even know him.
I know. Dan. I mean, there's people in that coffee shop on the other side of that window looking the other way. You don't know them either. Are they in danger?
No.
Okay. Why was Dr. Drake in danger that night?
Marty, tell us.
I mean, it was
Why, man?
an accident.
I know. But still, you stood there at that window. You drove around waiting and thinking. Let me know your thoughts at a time. That's how we heal, brother. Okay? You're going to need help from this. His kids are going to see psychologists after this and think about it, you know? Let's figure out what's going on through that night. And honestly, Dan, you're going to be on my streets again someday.
What?
See that? Yeah, you will. Yes, you will. I just, you know, you will. And I need to know. When I see you sitting in a chicken shop, I need to know.
I won't be able to show my face in chicken shop.
You will if you explain things a little bit here. Okay? The community needs to know why. Again, train's left. Just make things right. Okay? You can't change what happened yesterday. This is a new moment, a new day. Okay, now we see what life has to offer us going forward. All right? Just go forward, taking the right steps, doing the right thing. What were you thinking driving around? I want to know what was in your mind. So when I see you on the street 5 years from now driving around at 10 o'clock at night, I know what Dan's thinking. What were you thinking that night?
Forgive me out, Rita, but I did have to take a crap in the alley.
Okay. Dan, you always bring a gun with you to take a crap?
No, but I carry one.
Okay. No, you don't.
In the
No, you don't.
Gun carrier guy.
no, not me. No,
Okay, but you did that night.
I've always had one that was in the truck.
Okay. Is there one in the truck right now?
No,
Oh, is there a gun in any of your cars right now?
no,
So he knows he doesn't carry a gun.
no.
Don't yank my chain, brother.
They'll find it if there was.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. There's not a gun in your cars now.
No.
That night there was. You put it in your pocket and you walk that direction. After driving past his office and past his office and past his office.
No, he didn't.
I just want to get in your head. What were you thinking, please?
I was driving to go. Let me, please. I was sick. I was driving by the coffee shop to get something to drink. It was closed. He was there.
Yeah.
And I just figured it would scare him.
Okay. So you park, you come back. And again, though, why the need to scare him? Financial? Business? Too many chiropractors too close together? Right? I don't know.
What?
I mean, was that it?
I suppose.
Okay. How's business been lately?
It's been COVID-19, you know.
Yeah. I just got curious of that. If you're seeing more customers. I mean, I'm serious. Because honestly, Daniel, people ask me where to go. I tell them to go see Daniel more.
Well, how do you guys know 30 people left? I don't even know that.
You know the record.
These people are sick.
I'm pretty good at what we do.
30 people didn't leave.
But it's like,
Again, and
I
there's
have no
discoveries we don't want to make. there's things, this is not, again, I'm trying to get across, this is not, I'm not breaking up the Mexican cartel here.
What?
I've got a good man I've known for 20 plus years, made a mistake. And somebody died, a father died, a husband died, a best friend died. Right? Okay. Everybody's got to live with this the rest of their life. As do you. Right? I don't understand why you need to scare him. It doesn't make sense to me.
I just figured he'd leave. He wasn't there very often.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that. I didn't think he was that big a threat. I just, you know, he was all over. He was over in Montana. He was here. He was Fort Lane.
Yep.
So I just thought, scare him and scare the other places. Okay. Sure as hell would never want to kill anybody.
I know. I believe you, buddy. Okay. I believe you.
I don't even hunt animals.
You have to know this, but this has been a mind-boggling shock to all of us. Okay? That's why I asked, can I just talk to you for a minute? I just know. One, we all know you did it, and then two, we just couldn't figure out why. This makes sense.
Nick doesn't know anything. He honestly doesn't.
Okay.
So don't be mad at him.
Well, I am, because I don't know how you do. Daniel, you left so many. Once we know, then we're like, oh my God, look at the trail. And your best friend, who's been around law enforcement all these years, helped us on so many cases. Didn't you see it?
Nick passes out on the couch from being tired. He's so exhausted. He falls asleep half the time I'm there, and I'll get up and I'll walk home.
Cannonball?
Yeah.
Wow.
I did last night. He was sound asleep, so I walked.
So, last more time about the gun. You promise I'm not going to risk somebody's life here. This will be right off on the boat dock, straight out. Okay. Thanks for 357, but you're not sure.
I am not sure.
Loaded it for you.
It was loaded. I don't know.
I tell you what, it had to come from a box of rounds. Where the box of rounds at? That would help. That's actually really good. Where's that at?
Same place.
You threw it in the river?
Yeah.
Now you're just making fun of me.
No, I'm not. Why would
Daniel, come on. Why would you even think of doing that?
Why would I ever want it again?
Okay, so you threw a box of rounds in with a gun.
Yeah. There's
Small
no
box or
reason.
a big box? What it looks like?
This is, well,
You see.
I mean, like that.
Okay. And what did it look like? What was the markings on it?
I can't-
Cardboard, plastic box? What are you talking about?
Cardboard.
Where'd you buy them? The rounds? Give me something honest I can work with that shows that you have credibility here.
I'm telling you, that gun was something I had. And around, same thing, I don't shoot. I do not shoot. I don't go to the gun range, I don't shoot.
Right. But you carry a gun in your car all the time, you said.
I did. It's the same one I had,
Okay.
but it's probably the same rounds from whenever I got it.
Okay. Big Daniel. Fire the round. You stay on long enough to watch him fall?
No,
Did you see him flinch or anything? What was his reaction when the round struck him?
right? It's around to see any reaction. It scared me. Like it went off, and I didn't even intend for.
Did you see the phone to his ear?
No.
Just saw him sitting there.
I honestly didn't see him.
Well, now you told me you did. You've actually told me twice now. You said that the first time you said you walked up to him, the first time you walked through the store, you said you saw him sitting there. You did. And then you said when you drove through and the coffee place was closed, you saw that he was there.
The lights were on. The lights were on and the blinds were drawn.
Right.
That's it.
Okay. But I want you to know that pictures are taken, right?
Yep.
And so we have pictures of that evening. And same as I stood there, I stood where you stood, but well, there's the window.
Mhm.
If you would mind,
Yeah.
but kind of show me how far back. If this is the window, here's the alleyway. How far back were you? So I'll tell you where I stood.
Watch this. Watch this.
And just, you know, I walk down that alleyway and I look and I see Dr. Drake laying on the floor. And the blinds are closed still. Okay? I can see him lying on the floor.
Watch this.
So that picture, it exists. Okay? We all have that. We have lots of those pictures. We have a book full of pictures. All right? Okay. So
Show me Brandon Johnson's pictures.
you know, I know you're trying to scare him, but of course he was sitting there, and of course you knew he was sitting there. Please don't try to take my diamonds and pull away little pieces that all of a sudden don't make sense again. No more than you taking the shit in the alleyway when the shooting happens. None of that makes any sense either.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Okay, so we're done with that, please. That's pretty silly, Dan. Please, okay? Don't convolute this thing.
You're
You're an honest person.
Look at who's got the hat on.
You don't have to cover a story when it's an honest story. Okay?
Well, you're gonna find if you go do a DNA test that I shit in the alley.
Okay, but not in your office.
No.
You ever contemplated suicide, Dan?
What?
No, and I don't know what happened there.
Daniel,
I did.
honestly, I don't think it's such a bad thing.
Oh.
I'm telling you right now, I understand. I am not so sure I would have done the same. Because you know what would have happened? Your wife would have got an insurance payoff, right? It would have been an accidental death.
This is insanity. Insanity. Absolutely insanity.
And you would be sitting here in front of me right now, would you? No. So, are you a dumb man? Is it against law to commit suicide? Is it?
Well, you're not gonna get paid with the insurance if
You would be sitting here in front of me right now, would you?
you
No. So, are you a dumb man? Is it against law to commit suicide? Is it?
Well, you're not gonna get paid with the insurance if you commit suicide.
Okay, is it a gas leak? Is gas pretty smart? I'm asking, is it against law to commit suicide?
This is sick.
Hey, what do you think?
Well, you're not gonna get insurance.
I'm just curious. I'm asking.
I
You
don't think so.
No, it's not. Okay, so we have people try to commit suicide all day time. We just try to get them to a hospital, give them help. So what we do, we don't arrest them, put them in a jail for trying to commit suicide. And so you don't have to deny that. It actually makes sense. I mean, it's like, no, I get it. It didn't work out. I understand it.
I didn't do it though. I mean, there's
This crazy fluke. 3 days after you kill a man, you have a gas leak in your place, and you're laying there on your table, breathing it all in. Come on, Dan. If we had a 30-year gas man look at that pipe, 30 years that guy's been doing the job. That's no accident. So he'll be on the stand too. And it's not that you're not being charged anything there. We're just trying to see it. You were so heartbroken over it. It makes sense. Holy crap. Dan didn't want to kill nobody. That's how we even know more.
Are you
That
fucking
Dan
sane?
didn't want to kill nobody.
You guys want to talk about
It shocked your
tinfoil?
system so dang bad you thought of something you never thought of before, which is suicide. I get in the mind of that. That mind I can understand. Am I anywhere near the truth? Yeah. Okay. It makes sense, right? Okay. And as we go through these things,
He's laughing.
we know certain stuff. We have all this knowledge. Again, the biggest one is the why, you know. But certainly when it comes to you trying to kill yourself afterwards, I almost feel negligent that we didn't see it clear. It could have not been months and months of suffering.
Oh,
We
for
could have
fuck.
gotten you some help after that, right? Yeah. I wish
It's
we would have seen this soon. I saw that as a gas leak, and I didn't pay close enough attention. Jeez. You're right. You were crying out for help, brother.
oh my, he's smiling. Marty.
Okay. Who was it? Nick. Who found you? Nick. You didn't tell him what's going on? Okay.
isn't know anything.
No, I know what I'm saying, but that we will, you didn't let them know. I just want to end it. This want to be done.
No.
Like that. Okay. just kind of put it away as about as a mistake and it didn't work out?
My dad committed suicide.
How?
Shot himself in the head.
Sorry. Life is hard on us, man. Okay? Little things happen, but the truth is, things happen to everybody. It's not the mistakes we make that define us. It's how we handle the mistakes. Right? Okay. How do you handle this? Are you handling it well? Right? Okay. You at least give us something to work with. And it makes a little more sense. Okay, your intent was a scare. You didn't need to kill him.
No.
Okay. All right. So you stood at the window, pointed the gun. Did you carry the gun in your waistband going over there? Did you put it in your pocket? Where'd you carry it? Do you remember?
Just pocket.
Just in your pocket, right or left?
Right.
Okay, you're a right-handed man.
Well, no, I'm left-handed.
Explain. I'm confused.
Shoot. It's like I'm right-handed with some stuff and left-handed with some stuff.
I see now. Yeah. Okay. So you had the gun was in your glove box in your truck, or where was that? In your truck before you got out.
Yeah, the glove box.
Okay. Middle console or glove box?
Middle.
Middle console. Was it? Or am I just feeding you stuff and you're disagreeing with me?
No, I think that's what it was.
Okay. In a holster?
No.
Okay. But already loaded.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get it out, you put it in your right pocket as you get out of the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go down there and stand on the side. Did you have the gun out at that point when you walked down the alleyway, or did you pull it out after you got down the alleyway and stood right there in front of the window? Picture yourself standing there. Was the gun already in your hand, or did you pull it out at that point?
Pull it out at that point.
Okay. So I had this or this.
I remember.
Think about it. Think about it, bro. This is the biggest moment in your life. Really do. You're not a man. You're not a killer. You do not both know that. Was it here or was it down here?
This is a name.
I'm just trying to create a picture here, right? I'm just trying to create a picture and make sense of it.
Probably down here, because it wasn't. I know you keep saying that you saw him, but I didn't. I just saw light and noise, and that was it.
What kind of noise did you hear? Had to be talking because there's no music playing.
No, just muffled.
Okay, I thought I could sound the voice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that would be him on the phone, right? So that makes a little more sense. Okay. All right. I'm not going to leave your side here. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to those guys, but I will be back. Okay. Do you have any questions?
You still don't think I should have an attorney for all this?
Boom, there it is again.
I have never said one way or the other. I'm saying this is your decision.
You're sick.
Every time, and when I leave here, it says I'm not talking to you no more, and you ask to talk to me again, Daniel, I come back and talk to you again. We're not here, I'm not here to advise you on your attorney. I advise you have the right to an attorney. You decide if you want one or not. You have to make that clear decision what you want to do, and then you say you want to talk to me again. That's it, brother. That's all I can do for you. Okay?
Well, you know how things are going to go down. I don't know even.
I understand. I imagine you're very scared. Yeah. You're going to go to jail. You know that. Okay. You're going to be voted for murder. Okay. But it's going to be a lesser degree. It's going to be first degree. Okay. But I tell you something else. I've got detectives in here that have absolutely given their life up for the last 6 months. They're more painstaking. All right. And they're kind enough to let me come in and talk to you because I care. I'm going to meet with the gentleman now because I owe it to them and talk with them a little bit because of the work that they've done. All right? You and I wouldn't be talking right now if it wasn't for their amazing work. In some ways, nothing would heal. this thing would never, ever heal. It would eat you alive. It would kill you off way too soon. This is done now. This is rebuild life, all right? No, Dan, you made a mistake. Okay? You made a mistake. You made a bad choice. Think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if it happens, then you have to keep on going. Okay?
You don't. My kids don't respect me.
You're not a killer, Dan. Okay? You're not a killer. You made a mistake. I'll be right back.
All I have to say is that is this how you go after people? ISP allowed law enforcement, local law enforcement, to go after Dr. Moore was one of their own. So no excuses now about Brian Colbert coming from Pennsylvania. No, y'all did this to your own.
Okay, maybe I'm the stupid one here. But they all actually 100% believe he took a shit. And so I get it. All right. Dan
They
took a
don't
shit.
believe he took a shit, so I need you to mark your shit.
Took a shit? I'm not sure it'd be here. Where was it at?
Where is this?
Okay, here's the.
Look at him, look at him.
Here's
He can't even
595,
see.
Right? Here's the Far North Coffee Lodge. Here's Dr. Drake's office. Here's the front entry to his office. Right? This is El Paso Street. Go back here to your office.
I got to see my office. It's back by my office.
Okay. Well, Jill can probably pull that up for me. Here's the dock. How far down did you park? Can you draw that for me? And then show me where that gun's going to be. If you had to send your kid out there to swim out there and get it, where would you tell your boy to go? Okay. That pen is a shitty pen. Okay, so I'm going to X where you X, okay? Is that good, okay? All right. Well, I'm going to get your office pictures caught up here, and we're going to figure out where the shit is.
You guys never went and got the shit. We got the shit. Dr. Moore is left-handed. And come back and see me for part 2.
Like brains, and like if you need a lot of brains, you're gonna be in trouble.